This is a true story, a moving testament to the extraordinary power of love and hope in the darkest moments of history. Carefully woven from ink-soaked lines of longing, seemingly endless geographical distances, an unextinguished flame of hope, and a resilient love that transcended the brutal chaos of World War II, this story will take you to William and Margaret. Tonight, we respectfully invite you to sit back, listen closely, and join us in stepping into a world where even in life's darkest nights, love wrote its own miraculous destiny. Let this story touch your heart. Letter 1. William to Margaret. My dearest Margaret, it is my third night aboard this ship, the HMS Dauntless, a vessel carrying more than just soldiers. It carries the weight of a nation's hopes and fears across the vast Atlantic. The sea stretches endlessly in every direction, a dark and formidable expanse that seems to swallow the very edges of the world. There is no land in sight, no familiar silhouette of trees against the dawn sky, no comforting sound of church bells ringing their gentle call on a peaceful Sunday morning, just the constant low groan of the engines, a mechanical heartbeat pushing us further and further away from you, and the lonely, piercing cries of the gulls circling overhead, their calls echoing the vast emptiness that separates us. Yet even out here, amidst the endless water and the cold steel of this ship, with nothing but miles and miles of ocean between us, I can still feel you. Your presence is a warmth that defies the biting sea air, a comforting weight against the anxieties that try to creep in during the long, silent watches under the cold, indifferent stars. I carry the photograph you so carefully tucked into the inner pocket of my greatcoat, the one taken last summer during the village fair, where you are caught in a moment of pure, unadulterated laughter, your face tilted towards the sun and the sunlight weaving golden threads through your hair. It is a precious talisman, a tangible link to the life I knew, the life I am fighting with every fiber of my being to return to. I pull it out when the noise of this new world, the harsh commands barked across the deck, and the worried whispers exchanged in the mess hall grows too loud and threatens to overwhelm me. I look at your smiling face, at the light in your eyes, and I remember who I am beyond this uniform, beyond the label of a soldier. I remember the boy who loved to walk with you through the whispering fields of wheat, the young man who dreamt of building a life by your side in our little cottage nestled amongst the rolling hills, with roses climbing the weathered stone walls. Your image anchors me, reminds me of what truly matters amidst the uncertainty and fear that cling to us like the damp sea air. Our captain, a stern man with eyes that have seen more than their fair share of loss, says, "We will reach the shores of Europe in less than a week." His pronouncements are delivered with a grim certainty that offers little comfort. I don't know what awaits us there. No one truly does. The rumors are rife, painting pictures of unimaginable horrors and fierce resistance. Fear is a constant companion, a shadow that flickers at the edges of our awareness, a cold knot in the pit of my stomach. But I promise you, my heart, though heavy with the weight of the unknown and the anxieties of what lies ahead, is steady. It beats only for you. I promise you, Margaret, that every step I take on that foreign soil, every task I undertake, every moment I endure will be with the singular purpose of finding my way back to you. You are the North Star that guides me through this darkness, the unwavering light at the end of this long and perilous journey. I love you, Margaret, more than any words can ever truly hold or express. My love for you is a vast ocean, deeper and more boundless than the one that currently separates us. It is the air I breathe, the ground beneath my feet, the very essence of my being, the unwavering hope that keeps me going. Yours forever, William. Letter 2. Margaret to William. My sweet William, your letter arrived today, delivered by young Thomas, his cheeks rosy from the brisk autumn air and his eyes wide with the importance of his mission. Mama cried softly when she saw the foreign stamps, her hand trembling slightly as she traced the unfamiliar script. I think she worries endlessly, her heart heavy with the uncertainty that hangs over all of us here in the village, the constant fear that gnaws at the edges of our days. But me? When I saw your familiar handwriting on the crisp, thin paper, a wave of relief washed over me, followed by a surge of joy that momentarily pushed back the ever-present anxiety. I smiled, a genuine, heartfelt smile that reached my eyes and warmed the chill that had settled there since you left. It meant you were out there, somewhere across that vast ocean, fighting for something you believe in, fighting for our future, for the day when this terrible conflict will finally end and you will return to my arms. The days here are long and quiet, each one unfolding with a slow, almost melancholic rhythm. The laughter that once echoed through the streets during market days and village dances has been replaced by a hushed sense of unease, a constant awareness of the world's turmoil that hangs heavy in the air, a silent reminder of the sacrifices being made. I try to keep busy, to find solace in the familiar routines of home. I help Papa tend a garden, though his heart isn't truly in it this year. The vibrant colors of the roses and the sweet scent of the lavender seem muted, overshadowed by the grayness of the times. I also spend my afternoons sewing patches on the worn coats and trousers of our neighbors, a small way to contribute to the war effort on the home front, a tangible act of care and community in a world that feels increasingly fractured and distant. And every evening, as the sun dips below the horizon, casting long shadows across the fields and painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, I walk to the little church by the crossroads. The familiar scent of beeswax and old wood offers a small measure of comfort as I kneel on the worn wooden pews and offer my prayers, my voice a quiet plea for your safety and swift return. A silent conversation with a God who feels both near and far in these troubled times. I wear your old jacket sometimes. It hangs a little loosely on me now, but it still holds the faint, lingering scent of your cologne, a spicy, woodsy aroma that instantly transports me back to our walks in the woods behind our house. The crunch of leaves underfoot and the sunlight filtering through the branches. Sometimes, when I bury my face in the collar, I can almost imagine your arm around me, your presence a warm and reassuring weight against the anxieties that gnaw at me. It also smells faintly of fresh earth, a reminder of your hands in the garden, the way you would carefully turn the soil and plant the seeds with such gentle care, of the simple, honest life we shared before this terrible war cast its long shadow over everything we held dear. I read your words slowly, each sentence a precious gem that I turn over and over in my mind, trying to glean every possible meaning and emotion embedded in your carefully chosen phrases. I savor them like the last warm days before the harsh grip of winter sets in, drawing out the comfort and the connection they offer. And I write you back by the soft glow of candlelight, the flame casting dancing shadows on the walls of our little parlor, the silence broken only by the scratching of my pen on paper and the gentle ticking of the grandfather clock in the hall. I leave the window open just a crack, just enough so the cool night air can carry my wishes and my love across the miles that separate us, so the stars can look in and carry my silent hopes and dreams directly to you, wherever you may be. Come back to me, William. Come back safe and whole. That is the constant refrain of my heart, the silent prayer that accompanies every breath I take, the unwavering hope that sustains me through these long and lonely days. All my love, Margaret. Letter 3. William to Margaret. Dearest Maggie, the winter here is a relentless adversary, a cruel and unforgiving presence that permeates everything, seeping into our bones and chilling us to the very core. The once vibrant fields, the rolling hills that reminded me of home, are now nothing but a desolate expanse of mud, churned and frozen, stretching under a sky perpetually heavy with cold, gray mist that seems to cling to everything. A damp chill seeps into our bones, no matter how many layers of rough wool we wear, making even the simplest tasks a grueling effort. We huddle close at night in our makeshift shelters, seeking a meager warmth from shared body heat, whispering stories of home, of the simple joys that now seem like a distant dream, the comforting aroma of apple pies cooling on windowsills, the lively music and carefree laughter of village dances held in the town hall, the warmth of a crackling fire on a snowy evening, the familiar scent of your lavender sachets. These memories are our sustenance, the flickering flames that keep our spirits from being completely extinguished by the harsh realities of war. Yesterday, a letter from you finally arrived, a small beacon of light in the overwhelming darkness that surrounds us. The journey it must have taken across land and sea makes your words even more precious, each page a tangible piece of home. I must have read it 100 times, tracing the familiar loops of your handwriting, each stroke of your pen a tangible connection to you, a reminder of the gentle hand that penned them. Each word you wrote pulled me back to the boy I was before the war began, the boy who knew nothing of trenches and gunfire, only the gentle rhythm of life in our village and the boundless joy of your company during our walks by the river and our quiet evenings spent reading by the fire. I keep dreaming of you, Maggie. The dreams are vivid and real, a temporary escape from the grim reality that surrounds me. In the dreams, you are always waiting for me by the old oak tree near the river, the one where we carved our initials so many years ago, a symbol of our enduring bond. You are wearing that yellow dress I love so much, the one that always seemed to capture the sunlight and make you glow with an inner radiance. Your hair is loose, blowing gently in the breeze, and your smile is as radiant and welcoming as I remember, a beacon of hope in my weary mind. When I wake, the dream lingers, a soft and poignant feeling like morning fog that slowly dissipates with the harsh light of day, leaving behind the sharp ache of absence and the renewed longing to hold you in my arms again. Please write again, my love. Your letters are more than just words on paper. They are the only real warmth that reaches me here, the only tangible link to the life I am fighting to return to. They are a reminder of what awaits me, the promise of your love that sustains me through the long and arduous days, the fuel that keeps the fire of hope burning within me. Always, William. Letter 4. Margaret to William, darling. Your words reached me on a particularly dreary afternoon. The rain was coming down in sheets, drumming against the windows and turning the world outside into a blurry gray landscape, mirroring the somber mood that often settles over the village now. I sat by the fire, the warmth a small comfort against the chill that seemed to have settled in my very bones, a constant reminder of the cold you must be enduring, and I cried as I read your letter. But these were not tears of sadness alone, my love, but tears of profound pride mixed with a deep ache of longing. To know the hardship you are enduring, the cold and the fear that must be your constant companions, and yet to read your steadfast words, your unwavering love that shines through every line, it fills me with an admiration that knows no bounds. You are so brave, William, so much stronger than you give yourself credit for, a true hero in my eyes. I think of you every time I pass the old oak tree by the river. It stands there, silent and strong, its branches reaching towards the sky like hopeful arms outstretched in anticipation. I sit by it sometimes, on the mossy roots where we used to share secrets and dreams under the dappled sunlight, pretending you are just a little late for a picnic, that you will appear any moment with your mischievous grin and a basket filled with Mama's treats and your terrible jokes. Mrs. Patterson, bless her well-meaning heart, says I should go out more, find some distraction from my worries, perhaps join the knitting circle at the church hall or attend the occasional village socials. But how could I, my love? How could I pretend to engage with a world that feels so incomplete, so utterly devoid of joy without you in it? Every social gathering is a painful reminder of your absence. Every shared laugh an echo of the joy we once knew together. Every beat of my heart is a silent drumbeat, counting down the endless days and nights until the moment I hear your familiar boots on the porch, until I see your face again, etched perhaps with the hardships you have endured, but still the face I love more than any other in the world. I cling to that image, that future moment, as a drowning person clings to a piece of driftwood. Stay strong, my love. Stay safe above all else. Know that you are constantly in my thoughts, in my prayers whispered into the quiet night, in every fiber of my being. You are my past, my present, and my future. Yours, Margaret. Epilogue. William did come home. The journey back was long and arduous, filled with bureaucratic delays and the slow, steady movement of demobilization, each day feeling like an eternity. But his resolve, fueled by the countless letters from Margaret and the enduring power of their love, never wavered. On a chilly afternoon in early spring, the air still carrying the crispness of winter, but hinting at the vibrant promise of new life, he finally stepped off a crowded train at the familiar village station, the steam hissing around him like a whispered greeting from home. He carried nothing but a worn duffel bag slung over his shoulder, heavy with the memories of war, but also light with the burgeoning hope of a future with Margaret, and a heart overflowing with dreams of their long-awaited reunion. Margaret was waiting for him at the edge of the platform, her yellow dress. Thank you for listening to William and Margaret's story, a real story of love, hope, and promises fulfilled. If their journey touched your heart, please leave a comment below, share your thoughts, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more true stories that deserve to be remembered. Until next time, hold your loved ones close and never underestimate the power of a simple letter.